Marc Marquez has made MotoGP history yet again. In an action-packed race in Argentina 2025, he managed to equal Angel Nieto's legendary record, an achievement that proves his dominance in the world of motorcycle racing. With this success, Marquez has further cemented his status as one of the greatest riders of all time. So what was Marquez's journey like to achieve this historic record? Let's discuss it. The 2025 MotoGP season continues to get more interesting as Marc Marquez's dominance continues to make history. After two action-packed rounds in Thailand and Argentina, the 8-time world champion has shown that he is still one of the best riders in the world's most prestigious motorcycle sport. But what makes this season even more interesting is an unexpected rival, his own younger brother, Alex Marquez. The Argentinian Grand Prix presents an extraordinary battle of strategy and skill between Marc and Alex Marquez. From the start of the race, the two have been battling it out. Marc, who rides a factory Ducati, is challenged by Alex, who rides last year's version of the Ducati for the Gresini racing team. On lap 5, a rare mistake by Marc allowed Alex to take the lead. TNT Sports observer Michael Laverty noticed that Marc was struggling with the grip of his rear tire. This made it difficult for him to control the bike and gave Alex the lead. But Marc remained calm and patient. Despite the tire problems, he continued to find a way to regain the lead. Marc's first attempt to overtake on lap 19 failed, but he finally managed to pass Alex before the finish line. With a smart strategy and exceptional experience, Marc took his second win of the season. Behind this victory was another historic achievement that made the race in Argentina even more memorable. This victory is not only another number in Marc Marquez's record, but also an important milestone in his career. With his 90th Grand Prix victory, Marc now equals the record previously held by Spanish motorcycle racing legend Angel Nieto. Angel Nieto is one of the icons of world motorcycle racing, especially in the lightweight category. He won 90 Grand Prix during his career and remains one of the most influential riders in the history of the sport. With Marc's latest achievement, he now joins Nieto on the list of riders with the most Grand Prix wins, an achievement that further cements his status as one of the best of the modern era. With this victory, Marc is now third on the all-time Grand Prix wins list. He trails only two Italian motorcycle racing legends, Valentino Rossi, who has 115 wins, and Giacomo Agostini, who still holds the record with 122 wins. Marc's path to this elite list has not been easy. Since his debut in Grand Prix racing, he has continued to show incredible consistency, overcoming challenges ranging from injuries to fierce competition on the track. Not only that, but since 2019, Marc has also surpassed the record of 76 victories held by British legend Mike Hailwood, who is considered one of the most versatile riders in the history of motorcycle racing. His success confirms that he is not only a multiple world champion, but also one of the most dominant riders in MotoGP history. In a post-race interview, Marc expressed his pride at being able to equal Angel Nieto's record. He described the moment as very special, not only for himself but also for the world of Spanish motorcycle racing. "I am very happy. It is a great honor to be able to equal Angel Nieto. He is a very important figure for the world of Spanish motorcycle racing and has paved the way for all of us. I admire his hard work and fighting spirit, and to be able to match his record is something I never imagined before," said Marc. Pablo Nieto, Angel Nieto's son and now team manager of the Pertamina Enduro VR46 racing team, also paid tribute to Marc's achievement. He acknowledged Marc's hard work and dedication, which has made history in the MotoGP world, and is proud that the champion recognizes the great legacy left by his father. "Marc is an exceptional rider. To see him equal my father's record is very emotional. Angel Nieto always talked about the importance of hard work and the love of racing, and I see that same passion in Marc. Thank you for honoring my father's legacy," said Pablo Nieto. Alongside the extraordinary achievements of Marc Marquez, Ducati continue to show their dominance in MotoGP. The Italian manufacturer's record is becoming increasingly impressive, with victory at the Argentinian GP marking their 19th consecutive victory. This brings Ducati closer to the record of 22 consecutive victories held by Honda since the late 1990s. If this positive trend continues, it is not impossible that Ducati will soon surpass this historic record and confirm their position as the strongest manufacturer in the modern MotoGP era. Ducati's superiority lies not only in the extraordinary performance of the Desmosedici GP bike, but also in the strength of its riders, who are proving to be very competitive. Marc Marquez is not the only one in the spotlight this season. Alex Marquez, Marc's younger brother, has begun to emerge as a serious contender for the title. With a collection of 58 points, Alex is now sitting in second place in the standings, just 16 points behind his brother at the top. Alex's performance so far has shown a rapid development compared to previous seasons, where he was able to perform more consistently and compete with the top riders. One of Alex's most notable achievements has been his success in outperforming his Ducati factory teammate Francesco Bagnaia, the defending world champion. This further strengthens his position as one of the strongest contenders for the title. Alex's success against Bagnaia is proof that he is not to be underestimated, and if this positive trend continues, he could be a real threat to anyone on the MotoGP grid. MotoGP observer Eugene Laverty also commented on the increasingly mature development of Alex Marquez. According to him, the next race will be a big challenge because it will take place on Marc's favorite track. After that, however, the competition will return to Europe, where Bagnaia can find his best performance again and change the competitive landscape. Nevertheless, Alex has a great chance of getting his first win in the Premier class in the near future, especially if he can maintain his consistency and continue to develop as he has done so far. MotoGP is now preparing for the American Grand Prix at the Circuit of the Americas. This challenging track has long been known as the home of Marc Marquez, who has dominated the race there for years. With his experience and impressive track record at COTA, Marc remains the overwhelming favorite to win again. However, this season presents a new challenge for Marquez. The extraordinary performance of Alex Marquez in the last 2 seasons has made the rivalry between the brothers even more interesting to watch. Alex, who is becoming increasingly confident on the bike, is now not only a shadow of his brother, but also a serious threat at every race. And the competition is not only coming from the Marquez duo. Names like Francesco Bagnaia and Jorge Martin are also ready to put up stiff resistance. Bagnaia, the defending champion, faces a tough challenge to maintain his form, but he has great potential to rise on a track that suits his riding style. Meanwhile, Jorge Martin continues to prove with his aggressive style that he is worthy of being considered for the championship this season. With the competition getting tougher, Marc Marquez's dominance at COTA will not be as easy as in previous years. Each rider has extra motivation to perform at their best, especially as the result in Texas could be an important boost before the start of the European Series. The European Series has always been a turning point for MotoGP, with more technical and varied tracks changing the dynamics of the competition. Bagnaia, who struggled against the Marquez duo, tried to rediscover his form, especially at Jerez and Mugello. On the other hand, the competition between the manufacturers is getting tighter. Ducati is still dominant, but Yamaha continues to improve its bike, while KTM has shown a rapid development that makes them more competitive. The 2025 MotoGP season has so far seen a number of historic moments, from the dominance of Marc Marquez and the rise of Alex Marquez to the new records that continue to be set. The battle for supremacy in MotoGP is far from over. As the rivalry heats up, MotoGP 2025 promises to be an exciting spectacle. Will Marc Marquez continue to dominate, or will Alex Marquez spring an upset? Let us know your opinion.